I'm gonna take control, yeah, be a leader. And I won't let nobody break me down. I'm gonna turn my life around, yeah, help them see sun. I do 2020 vision, my 2020 vision, 2020 vision, my 2020 vision, 2020 vision, my 2020 vision, 2020 vision, my 2020 vision. Hey, you guys, happy Sunday night. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everyone is doing well. I'm going to take a little bit of time so everybody can get in here. Hi, Marlin Music Channel, and hi, Kristen, HTC TV. How are you guys doing? Hopefully, everybody is having an amazing Sunday, but I am going to wait a little bit. If you can share it, please do. And we'll wait a little bit so that everyone can get in here, and then we'll get right into it. But there are some new things that are happening with YouTube, as always. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was, or is, the Creator Studio and how it's new. So it's really easy to read, but still some people I find on these days are still struggling a little bit. So I was going to bring my personal one up and just share how you can navigate through it. I still keep hearing people say that it's a couple of days behind, and it is in certain ways. It takes time for after you get done with each upload of a video or each upload of a live for it to be processed. It takes some time. Um, the feedback that you get on videos initially is preliminary, and it takes a couple of days to process until a final report can be given. And it's still going on because it depends on whether who still decides to watch the live after it's ended or to watch your videos. So the ones that you get up front are preliminary, and so I wanted to share with you guys the new studio and just thank you. Hey Brianna, how are you? How you doing? Thank you for doing that, Marlon. I appreciate it. You're always sharing the live out. I see that you also did it on Twitter. It came to my phone right away. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait a little bit of time before we get into it because I just kind of want people to get a little bit of time to get in here, so that I don't have to keep going over and over what exactly we're going to be talking about. As I see that there was some people that were really early. Hi, King Stash, are you still here? And Grego, King Stash and Grego, and Claudina. We're here pretty early. Tired Green Organic, I'm just getting off from work. I know I had already fell asleep, Brianna. I was like, wait a minute, I gotta get up. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I talk a little bit. Does everybody pretty much know how to read? Hi, baby and Kids Unlimited. Does everybody pretty much know what Creator Studio is? Does everybody know what that is? Does everybody know? Think. Let me see. I think I might. I'm trying to think if I should do like a different one of my other channels instead of this one. Let me see something. Okay, this is good. Yeah, maybe I'll do this one just because I haven't visited it in a while. All right. How was your live? How did it go, Baby and Kids Unlimited? So you were on for a long time. How did you were testing things out to see how they were gonna go? How did it go? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my best to kind of navigate through Creator Studio. And I've been seeing quite a few people, including Baby and Kids Unlimited, just trying to do your best to understand the new versus the old. And because for me, I didn't really get it because it just looked, you know, like I couldn't tell what was old from the new because I would just go in there and just look at it and say, "Oh, okay, things look well." But then as I started to near my hours, I was checking a little bit harder and checking, just a little bit more to make sure that I understood. Like I was checking for my understanding and checking to make sure that we were all that I was understanding. I made it because I got shared and being live, just waiting now for it to update so I can go in and review. And that's what I'm saying. I still keep hearing, as I hop from live to live, I still keep hearing a lot of misunderstanding. And so it's like, no, you're not losing anything. Because I was saying it too. I was saying, after a video, and I kind of touched on it a little bit during the playlist. Um, the video that I did with the playlist. I kind of touched on it a little bit. I still hear people saying, I'm losing or YouTube is taking away. And that's not what's happening. When you first, just say, for example, Baby and Kids Unlimited, we're talking about the long live that you just did. It's going to probably take a number of days. Hi, Be the Difference Clothing. How are you? It's gonna take a couple of days before you get an actual report from that particular live because it takes time. It takes time to um, see exactly who, because I think I talked about before, like, let's just say we're in a live and people are coming in and out of the live, there might be a counter there. So if you just one person and you coming in and out of the live and it counts you coming in and out of the live, and as depending on how many times you're going in and out of it, um, preliminary speaking, it might be a lot of counts, but until there is like a final report and they see, well, this was just the same person coming in and out of that live. You That's why views look like they're taken away, but really it was an actual, when it's all said and done over the first couple of days, it was just one person. So that's why I said the report that you get is preliminary. Over the next few days, it's gonna, and it tells you too, when you go into that live and you open it up for its own analytics, because as you go into studio, you open up each video or you open up each live, you'll see that each one of them have their own analytics. It'll say still processing, and that's the thing. See, I was so caught up in what everybody was saying. Oh, I lost this, or I lost that, or I gained followers, or I lost followers. I wasn't doing the research myself. I wasn't actually looking. And so that's what I've been doing like over the last couple of weeks. I've been actually looking through the analytics, actually looking through each one of my videos, actually waiting after the video ends and just kind of following it to see the actual views versus the views that I got when the video actually ended. So, Baby and Kids Unlimited are saying if you had a video a year ago, you could still be getting some updated analytics on it because let's just say you did that video a year ago, but now you got people coming and maybe you took a break a little bit and now you back um on your channel and you're back, to your channel and you've just kind of jump started it a little bit. Well, people are gonna start binge watching your stuff and you don't even know about it. I touched on this the other day too. You don't even know that people are watching your content and there's nothing you can do about it. And so if you got a video that you put out over a year ago and people are watching it, of course the analytics on it is going to be updated. So, yeah, I'm talking about for the watch hours. I don't know exactly how that works, but I'm thinking that it makes sense to me that if now you're starting to get more people binge watching even your older videos, that watch hours is watch hours. I know that some are deducted. I don't know exactly how that works after you've been, let's just say so I'm thinking you asking me because you've been over a year on your channel. Yeah, it's something that we need to talk about, Marlon, is because I'm not certified. I'm not a certified YouTube specialist. You can be, but I'm not. I'm just looking at the logistics of things. I'm looking at the logical side of things. I'm looking at what I'm reading when I'm in there. I'm looking at when a video is done, I get a reading, a preliminary count, and then days later, it looks like the views drop. But not only that, it looked like I had a couple of likes that were taken away. That's what it looks like. But then after I started reading a little bit, I started going into my analytics and seeing, okay, this says this video is still processing. Well, what is it processing? So, Baby and Kids Unlimited is saying, no, I was not asking. I was trying to explain, but it's hard to explain by texting on here what I was seeing. So I'm gonna just wait because I really want to try to understand what you're saying. I got some time. I think, like I think I got a little bit of time, but um, so so tell me what you are saying though. I'm asking about the. Let me go back up. Let me go back up and read it again. So you said if you have a video a year ago, and then you said yes, it takes time to update. Um, yeah, I'll let that go in and out both here. Okay, so yeah, there's so much misinformation being passed back and forth. It's unreal. I track both the numbers every day and writing them down. Okay, then you said I'm talking about the watch hours. Um, I'm still taking YouTube University, Green Organic Lab. I have 3 classes left. Yeah, and I haven't even done that, but you can go and you can take these classes and it's so helpful, Marlon. I've watched a few of the videos and let me just tell you that there are a couple of places that I think all YouTube um, or all content creators should have. Um, there's there is YouTube creators, which is on YouTube, and you should be subscribed to them because they give the latest and greatest information. And let's see. I was on, I believe it was Backyard Gardeners Monday. She goes live on Mondays, and she was talking about Nick Nimmin. Nick Nimmin. So you should be subscribed to that channel. Um, and then let me see. And these are all people that I've asked questions, and I had a pretty quick response to, like, as you grinding your hours and you getting them to end. There was people saying that don't run my playlist, because if you run my playlist, I'm gonna lose watch hours. And so, you know, to me that just didn't make sense. And so I felt like I needed to ask. I felt like I that there should be somebody available for me to ask just this question to. And so as I started digging and going and asking, then I started getting reliable information that I felt like I could say, you know, it makes sense to me. If you run my playlist after I'm still going to get the watch hours. And there may be some restrictions on it if you've seen it before, but they're going to take the biggest and latest count from you. Just like I was saying, if you're going in and out of the live, there might be a counter on it for how many times you actually, like, if you even go watch your own video, it'll still be counting each time you watch it as a view. And so what happens is they'll take you as one, because they'll see, well, this is the same person watching this video over and over. So they'll still take you as the one person watching it. And so what I was saying on the playlist video too is that um there is a at the end of every video there is a it's a universal sign for a replay button. And so yeah, you heard that too. And it just didn't make sense to me, because when I first came to YouTube, I came to YouTube to do how-to videos, to watch them. And if I didn't get how to do it, I would play that thing over and over and over until I got it, until I understood what I was trying to learn, to, how to do whatever. And so it just didn't make sense to me that us as creators would have to suffer, because we don't know what people are doing with our videos once we've uploaded them and put them out there. We don't know who may be watching them over and over and over because they just really like what they heard, or they want to see how to do something over and over. We don't know that. And so it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. So I got those I got creator YouTube creators is and it's YouTube. So it's their own. And then I think it's Nick Nimmin is the other one that you can follow or subscribe to here on YouTube. And they're very knowledgeable. And then also the other one that I was talking about was support google.com. You can ask questions there, and then there's a lot of information there as well. So there's plenty of resources that we as content creators need to have as a support. And also, how I found out is through going through Nick Nimmin and YouTube creators. They share those links to what I'm talking about, which is how I learned about them, in their description, or they talk about it in their different videos, and they're very short clips. I say the longest one that I saw was about 5 minutes. So they're very short videos, and they talk about everything, including the new analytics that I wanted to cover tonight. Um, that's what they talk about. Everything YouTube, really. So if you guys don't have at least those two, I would suggest you get them. And you have support.google.com just at your fingertips because it talks about so much. So yeah, let me see. We are already about 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna see if I can screen share. And this is just another channel that I have not been um using at all or doing anything on. And I'm just gonna use it as a reference. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me see. All right, so you'll be able to see. Um, it's the channel Green Balance 3, and I haven't really been doing anything with it, but I really need to when I get back to my juicing. I can I can StreamYard or broadcast from to two channels at a time. But so this is what it looks like in the Creator Studio. And let me just put it all the way up here. And when you first go in there, I don't know if everybody's had the opportunity to set their channel, but by now we should have, right? So I'm gonna go up here because I've already set this channel as not being child friendly. It's a channel for adults, so I'm gonna dismiss that. And there is something else that I'm gonna dismiss as well. But this is the dashboard. So when you go on the first page, it tells you like the last video that you did, how many views you got. This is your, and then you can go into the analytics and you can see the comments if you've got any. Um, and then this is where you will get your news from too. What's, I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see it okay? Did y'all see the update where you can add people to? Yeah, I saw that. Don't do it. Don't do it, baby and kids. I wouldn't recommend it because if you mess your page up, that's you. But um, I don't I don't need nobody at it. I mean, if you feel like you trust somebody enough to add someone that can help you with your channel and that can have controls to your channel just as much controls as you have, go for it. But I don't know nobody like that, so I just excuse me the way it is. But I like this part where it talks about the news. Like I never used to read this. YouTube turns 15. This is all the news that we have going on. It's right here in the analytics. So then it says, what's new in studio? Metrics for video notification to subs, badges, and comments to help you prioritize. See more studio updates. So that's where you go to what's new. And it's not a secret. Okay, let's see. No, Marlon, she's actually talking about, you can hear me okay? Um, she's actually talking about they're asking you if you want to add someone else to your YouTube account for basically control. So, like, let's just say, for example, I had a partner and I would give, you could add that person's name and information to your account, your channel account, so they can have controls to come in and out of it. So it's like adding a person. It's I let me see. I want to because I'm always thinking business stuff. So it's like a corporation now. Now your channel it has, somebody on the board on it, somebody with you that can operate. Yeah, right? Uh-uh. Right? Okay. It helps if you get busy. If you can trust someone, I would. I mean, if you can. I mean, I just don't I always say to myself, if I have something and it gets messed up, it's let me do it. But you have to trust them, right? And so, it's like most of the businesses that I've gone in, unless I've had to have a board on them, it's just me. Sole proprietorship. And that's how my channels are. So it's just me. So if you feel like you can be a partnership with someone on your channel, then by all means, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I just don't got I don't I don't have the mind for it, but I got the mind for that. So um let's see. So back on this page. This is so you see where it says what's new in studio? I'm gonna touch that and see what happens. Oh, look at that. It takes you right to the support page. So when you go to the What's New in Studio and you touch this part at the top, that is it'll take you right to a different page. And on that page, it says metrics for video notifications to subs. Metrics for video notification. Let me see if I can screen share this page so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So that's what's new. Um, let's screen share that part. Um, okay. It takes you right to the help after you touch on it, and it tells you exactly what this is. So this is new in Studio. So metrics for video notifications to subs. So metrics for video notification to subs. We know how important it is for creators to understand how their content is being promoted to their subscribers. Notification metrics in YouTube and analytics lets creators know how many of your subscribers have asked to receive notifications from YouTube when you publish new videos. For all studio launches, please see this. So, does everybody get that? So, that's something that's new. It's called metrics for video notification. So, this to me is saying that we will get notifications for those of our subscribers that want the bell rung, that want our notification. Does that make sense? Um, you can probably set permissions on how much control they really have. I don't know because I saw it, it popped up and I let it go. So if you can joy. Um okay. So you guys know a little bit more on that level than I do because I saw it and I was like, I don't know nobody. True. You read that the other day. Okay. So all right. So you've already covered that part, and I did see it, but it didn't pertain to me. And so sometimes when things don't pertain to me, I was like, I kind of skip over it a little bit. But I'm glad you brought that up. So that's something that's new. Let's go to something else because there's three particular things that are new besides the Creator Studio itself. Let's see. Um, Hi, Sentinel. How are you? So this is the studio. Let me see. So, um, did I do that right? Okay. So the second thing, I think it's gonna go back. Okay, this is good. All right, so the second thing that's new in Studio is badges and comments to help you prioritize. Let's see what that is. So it takes me back to YouTube help. So I'm gonna try to see if I can screen share that. Hey fam, be the difference clothing. Good evening, everyone. We are just talking about some new stuff that's going on in Studio, and hopefully everybody will know how to read it and just kind of understand it a little bit as I try to help myself too. So, badges and comments to help you prioritize. Badges and comments to help you prioritize. Comment badges help creators learn more about who is commenting on their channel directly in Studio. When viewing comments in Studio, comments, you'll see badges to help you quickly recognize who is the top commenter. I think I heard somebody saying this today too for your channel, and who is publicly subscribed. So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that part yet, but that's something that's new in Studio. And let's see, there's something else. There's three things specifically. Uh, see more Studio updates. Let me get over there. Um, Creator updates. I think that's what I want. Okay, so YouTube Studio. For any updates regarding analytics and YouTube Studio, check the analytics section. January. So as of January 2020, new icons for HD and 4K videos. You can now quickly see your videos. Okay, so that's new. All channel settings in one place. New upload experience. We've updated the upload experience to make it more reliable. We've also incorporated new options. Okay, so that's just as of 2020. Let's see what happened in December of, no, let me see my laptop. There we go. So as of December 2019, new restriction column in Studio. You can now use the restrictions column on video page to quickly see if your video's audience or ability to monetize is limited. So that's for monetization. Improved navigation in Studio. We've made some changes in YouTube Studio to help you get important features faster, including an updated left menu to make it simpler to find playlists and audio library, a new button and live stream directly from the dashboard, right? Because that wasn't there. I noticed that. Quick navigation buttons on the video page to help you directly. Okay. Video description box expands as you type. Did you guys know that? Because I believe before it was limited to so many words, and then that was it. But now it just, as long as you got more to put in it, you can expand your description box to your video. I didn't know that was new, but I mean, quick buttons on Studio dashboard. You can use quick buttons to upload video, go live. Yep, that's new. Create new community posts. Video snapshot now supports premieres. The video snapshot card on YouTube Studio dashboard now shows info for premieres. There was all kinds of stuff happening along the way in 2019, but I'm not going to read all of it. Uh, okay. y'all are saying. Hi, Wild Nature Lover. How are you? So, let me see what else is new. I need to charge my phone. All right. So, back to this part on the Creator Studio YouTube dashboard. I think that's where I am. Yeah. So, um, that's how that video did that I uploaded last time. But no YouTube issues. Viewers unable to watch live content on YouTube and TV for 30 minutes. So it takes time once you end the video for it to process. I'm thinking that's what that means. But if you guys know better, let me know too. Creator Insider, monetization verification, bugs, members only live stream, experiments, playlist defaults. So here's more information about new stuff on YouTube. Hello Insiders. Today we're back with a bunch of experiments. Members only live stream. Let's look in that. Okay. So let's see. It says watch on YouTube. So that's our whole video. It's recommended that if you guys see these videos to watch them and don't ignore them. Ideas for you. Track channel performance. Learn how to use YouTube analytics. Understand what's working and gain channel insights. Get started. So this is where you Marlon started going to the Creator Academy from this page because that used to be here too, but I don't see that on here anymore. I noticed it's not there anymore. Hi, Morning Gardener. How are you? See y'all in this. Oh, the YouTube screen. Thanks for the info, Green Organic Love. Of course, Be the Difference Clothing. Thank you for dropping in and listening. Just doing my best to understand it myself and help kind of explain what's already here to other people. So let's see. Let me see. So here, if you go to channel analytics, this is so cool. This is what I love. And I'm not sure if you guys know about this, but it talks about, so this is right into the analytics of the channel. But if you go over here to the right side, it talks about real time. So that when you hear people say, well, YouTube is a little bit behind, YouTube is, about at least 48 hours behind. But I don't know if you can see this in the advanced mode in the top column here. Can you guys see that? Okay. Hi, P and Q Grind. How are you? So if you can see this part right there where it says real time, if you drop that box down, you can go to 7 days. You can also go to 28 days. You can go to the last 90 days. And then the last two is you can go to the last year. How did your channel perform in the last year? The year's analytics. And then if you've been on for longer than a year, you can go to lifetime. So this would be your channel's performance the life of the channel. Hi, Shadrach Plays. How are you? So, um, this is all real time, and it takes a while. For what takes a while is if you go back over here and you go into Creator Classic Studios, you skip this part. And if you haven't seen this video, it would be a really good idea to do so. It talks about the new analytics. So go to that part. I went all the way to the bottom, and now I'm loading the analytics. And it's just telling me that this is all new, faster, and clearer. Go to new analytics, and it takes me back over there, but that's not where I want to be. What I wanted to show you is that your real-time analytics is different from the analytics that you see here. Like, I'm not even touching on this particular channel I got 5 public watch hours over here. So, this is the part right here. Oh, I didn't even say notify me. When they ask, did you ask for monetization? When you just hit that button that I just hit. I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but and they'll notify you by email when you've met all the minimum requirements. So you'll see that part with the subscribers, it'll be um, met. And then on the public watch hours, that'll all be met. This is what takes some time to calculate on your hours, not your subscribers. Your subscribers are always up to date here. But on the watch hours, this is what you'll see taking what looks like forever to catch up. So it can take, I want to say 48 to 72 hours for your hours to catch up, your public watch hours to catch up on this particular. If you're not monetized yet and you're still calculating on this page, takes a while. I need to go into YouTube Studio more often. Yeah, this part is pretty cool. I really like this part. Hi, Short Bus Pull Up. How are you? This part is pretty cool. I really like this part. I know I said that already, but um, you left that page and you have no idea what I'm talking about because I didn't screen share it. So let me screen share that part. Quick question: would you advise that we download TubeBuddy? Um, I've heard some talk about TubeBuddy too. And if you decide that you want to do TubeBuddy, it comes highly recommended by YouTube. It really does. They most of the people that are affiliates, well, not affiliates, I shouldn't say that. That's misinformation. But there's a channel that I follow, and when I talk to you about being a certified YouTuber, um, this particular person is one, and he also works for TubeBuddy. So of course it would be recommended by him, but I can't recommend it or not. I have it though. I do have it because I like it a lot. So this is the page that I was saying. So this page right here, when you look at this page, if you checking on this particular page right here, there was if you look at the bottom of that page, you'll see the green check in the circle. That part says notify us when you've met the requirements. So you have to hit that. You have to click that. And then when you've met these minimum requirements that it takes for monetization, that says they would contact you. They will email you. We'll send you an email when you're eligible to apply. So I just did that for this channel, but I had already done it for Green and Organic Love. So what I was saying is it takes a while. The subscribers are up to date, but it takes a while for the public watch hours to catch up over here. It could take up to 72 hours for them to catch up. And so, but between Grow with YouTube and the actual analytics, this analytics is more up to date. Like I'm on all these different pages because every time I click a button, it takes me somewhere else. So let me see if I can get this page up so you guys can see the difference between the real-time analytics and the not so real-time analytics that might take time. Um, so this is the real-time analytics. This is pretty up to date. But if you look at, let me see, I thought I saw a question. How do you make someone a moderator? So there's a couple of different ways that you can make somebody a moderator. And I'll show you this way. It seems harder to me, but I'll show you this way. So you go back. Let me see. I want to go back to the old studio. Let me just stream this page. Screen share. So let me see. So go back to YouTube Studio and go to settings. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects on the menu. So I believe you go to channel and then let me see. Nope. But this is where you would set your channel default. I'm looking for it as we go. So hang on a second. This is the page where you would add or invite managers for your channel. And it does tell you it tells you right here to manage moderators, go to community setting. So this is where you would add your moderators. So you can add them here. And this is also where you would have your approved hit and hidden users, add hidden users. So that's where you could add it. That's one way to add moderators. You would just get their URL and paste it in this box that says moderators. Another way that you can add moderators is if you're already in your live stream and you on a phone, your cell phone, you would just touch their name and then it's gonna come up channel, and then I think remove, like you can remove whatever comment they put up and then add moderator. So that's how you can do it. That's the simplest way that I've been doing it lately. But when I first did my live, I added a couple of moderators in advance for the first live. But then as time has gone on, I don't have time to be in and out of Creator Studio, add names and stuff like that. Most of the time I'm on my phone. So yeah. So let me see. What are y'all talking? So this is just some real basic information, you guys. Um, yeah, I do. I like TubeBuddy. I know that I've heard some things about TubeBuddy that might not be what you want, ideally speaking, for somebody to have controls over your channel because you give them control. You give them controls over your channel. You give them permission. And so I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't know I was giving anybody any permission to do anything with my channel. But you really, as you add things onto your channel, you really give them permission to go into your channel. You give so you give TubeBuddy permission to access your channel. Um, yeah. Anybody got any more questions or concerns? Anybody know anything that I don't know? Anybody want to add or take anything away? I'm here for it. Um, so like I said, this is the dashboard. A lot of things from YouTube right in the dashboard. Like I'm gonna get into this watch on YouTube, this video, this Creator Insider. Talks about monetization. Well, that pertains to me. It talks about bugs. Who knows what the bugs are? So I would recommend that this is watched. This video should be watched by us creators. What are they experimenting with? Members only live streaming, playlist default. This is information that we need to arm ourselves with as content creators. So I'm gonna watch that. Look, I'm gonna watch that later. And then you can see for yourself. I want to go into a video though. I want to go into a video so you can see how it's processed. Like after you've got uploaded alive, so you could see that it's still processing days later. That's what I want to do because I want to just kind of clear up that myth that we are somehow YouTube is somehow taken away from us. So this is the real time. Again, let's go back over that. I don't know if can you guys see this okay? If you look all the way to the right side, hi Chop It Up, hi Keely. Um, if you look to that right side, that drop down menu that I just put there where it says advanced mode, you could see 7 days, 28 days, 90 days, 365 days, and lifetime. So that's how you're able to check on the real time on your channel. My channel, this particular channel got 4 views. For somebody, this is what I'm saying. For somebody, this channel I haven't done anything with in days, but I got 4 views. So there's still analytics going on this channel. I didn't know that about TubeBuddy. Yeah, you give them if you when you get ready to open it, and you have to give them permission to use to access your information. You have to give them permission. They just can't go into your channel and just start sharing information with you. You have to give them permission. So yeah. Um, but this is what I want to show you. Some of you guys might have um, Creator Studio, the app on your phones. And on this screen is broken down. Your watch hours are broken down in hours, but in the app, it's broken down in minutes. And so I'm not sure if you know this, but if you are on your cell phone, I'm gonna do the last 365. Um, if you're on your cell phone and you got all these minutes, let's just say you did a video and it produced you weren't able to get to a laptop or a desktop and you were on your phone and you got some real time minutes, right? And you want to bring it to hours, what you would do is you would take um, those minutes and you would divide them. You want to go to 365. You would take those minutes and you would divide them by 60, and that should give you your hours. So that should give you your hours and how you did it. So let me see. go into it, but I'm not gonna use, like I said, Green Organic Love. I'm gonna switch this channel to Green Balance 3. And so my watch time minutes is 17, but I want to break that down to, you can go to the year 2 on here. Just touch the watch time minutes. And then on your cell phone, you just go all the way at the top to the drop down menu to 365. And then it gives me how much time I have in minutes. So right now it's saying 335 hours or minutes, 335 minutes. So I get my calculator out. Where is it? Mm, Okay, looking for my calculator. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you would put, like I said, and the minutes is, I did it. I went up the top, dropped down the drop menu, click 365, and it says 335 minutes. Well, I don't need minutes. I need to know how many hours I got. So you put the 335 in and divide it by 60, and it'll tell me that I've got 5.58 watch hours on this channel. So that's how you translate, or that's how you calculate when you're on the right, which is what this is saying right here, 5.6 watch hours. So if you rounding to the nearest, it's 5.58. So it's 5.6. So does that make sense to everybody? This is how you read it, guys. And that's all the new stuff that we got in so far. There's analytics on all the videos. So because this channel has 100 subscribers, I don't get very many views, but I'm gonna start increasing my time here. Um, Probably next week when I get into my new schedule, which next week is tomorrow. But next week's tomorrow. So yeah, I was trying to get into. Do you see right there where it says real time? This is real time, and you drop that menu down. You can even see up to the last 60 minutes if anything was watched. So this is not behind, you guys. I showed you the part that was behind, but this says real time, and that's what's new about the analytics. It's real time. So you can even see who's watched, not who, but what's been watched in the last 60, up to the last 60 minutes. In the last hour, what videos were being watched. And I thought that was pretty cool too. Hi, Eating with K Cotton. How are you? So that's all that I have tonight, you guys. I'm learning, and as I learn, I'm sharing. And I'm only going to take an hour on each one of these sessions because people are playing back my lives, and I don't have any control over that. I just go, you pick up my phone, and I can see that people are playing back the live. So I'm just going to give them an hour. Look, this is just an hour session. And you can, if somebody decides they want to play this back, it was rich. It had a lot of information in it. So um, it's only an hour. So if you know that somebody is watching your lives, unless you block them, unless you make them so people can't see them, there's people that are just watching them. Um, so I heard someone say, people are not going to be watching your lives. This is so untrue, you guys. People are watching them. We don't know who's watching them, but do we really care? Because what I was told is that there's a replay button on it for a reason, and watch hours is watch hours. So I'm doing okay. I'm getting ready to shut it down though, because this is the start of a new week coming up, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm understanding and helping other people to understand what the analytics look like. What I find out is new. Um, I like to be in the know, and so I don't like receiving information that's passed around and might not be accurate. I like to have an accurate understanding of everything that I'm doing, as best as I can. And so as I find out, I'm just sharing. Um, I'm just coming online and just sharing what I know. Like the other day, I just said, oh my God, there's a support.google.com where I can go and get many of my questions answered. And it doesn't take that long for somebody to get back to me on it. So I shared that. And that's what I'm going to kind of continue to do. That's what I'm going to continue. People will watch them. I watch people's lives all the time, Green Organic Love. And I do too. That's how I know. I hope the universe is good to you tomorrow. It will be. All you gotta do is put that in motion. It should be okay. Um, it should be fine. Tomorrow should be a grand old day because my kids, I'm gonna drop them off at school, come home and do a few things, and then recover from the weekend. I recover on Mondays, so I really kind of say I'm off on Mondays and Fridays. I'll just well, my kitchen is a wreck from the seafood boil. So I just put up as much as I could I was able to put up. But that kitchen is gonna be calling me tomorrow. It's gonna take like the whole morning probably to clean it up and spray it down and just get all the boil from everywhere. So I'll do that tomorrow. And then I can relax because it's a full day tomorrow, so I can kind of relax the rest of the day. But so I just wanted to share this, guys, with you all. If you didn't get a chance to see the whole thing, I'm just really talking about new stuff, and I'll go back to that page. That's in. Let's see. Yeah, this is the video. So let me go back to um, the dashboard. This is the dashboard. So I was just really talking about, YouTube is pretty. They're keeping us up to date on things because this is what we're asking for. And so much, this whole just dashboard is just rich. This is how you can find out what's new on YouTube, because here it is. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Here it is, and it's in real time. It's not that far behind, you guys. It just takes time after you've produced a video for the analytics to be accurate. So with that, I'm gonna play us out, y'all, and get my sleep on. So let me stop screen sharing, and then I'm gonna play us out, and hopefully all will have an awesome night, and we'll see you out here in these streets tomorrow.